Hello and welcome back to another certified OG Schaefchen video. Today is finally the day that Eddie gets to stretch his legs a little bit with the turbocharger. So today is the day that Mani and me were gonna take Eddie for its first maiden voyage and see how Eddie likes sliding now with our very cheap turbo kit. Just to remind you guys, this cost like 800 euros. Eddie itself cost like 4,000 euros and Eddie still has 300,000 kilometers on the clock. I don't know if Eddie is going to survive this day. Was sagst du?
Ich traue mir's nicht sagen.
Ich traue mir's nicht sagen. Also ich weiß wirklich nicht. I've never really driven this car since the turbocharger. We dynoed it. It made like 290 horsepower and like 340 pound-feet of torque, which is very respectable. But the engine is completely stock. So we have a stock engine making nearly twice the power that it's supposed to have. Today is going to be a very interesting day. I can't wait to drive it though. I think it's gonna be fucking fantastic for those 5 minutes that it's not gonna blow up. No, I don't think it's gonna blow up. Honestly, I think it's gonna be fine. The less we worry, the better it's gonna be. That's Schaefchen wise words. The less you worry about your car, the less problems you have. I don't know why, but ever since, I mean, look at my GTR. This car, oh, by the way, look at my GTR actually. We have a new front bumper for my GTR. It is not painted, but we're ready for one left rally. It's going to be my first rally that I'm ever gonna participate. It's like in 2 weeks, so I'm a bit nervous. Old bumper's over here. Probably gonna give it away at some point. Anyway, back to Eddie. We still have to fix some stuff because, yeah, this held up on the dyno. The blow off was on here. This held up on the dyno. It was pretty much solid on the dyno, but yeah, now it's leaking again, so we have a boost leak. We need to weld this shut today so that we still have the 0.8 bar boost pressure, so that we still have the full power, and we also need to bleed the brakes because my brakes are right now pretty much non-existent. And after this we can take it for a first spin. I'm honestly a bit nervous. I don't know what to say. It's gonna be a great day today anyway. So weld this, do the brakes, take Eddie for a spin, and hopefully return back home with no issues. That are our main goals today. It's gonna be amazing. Let's go. Also, we're not really sure what to think of our turbocharger because it's maybe leaking a little bit of oil without us even driving it.
I hope America don't invite us.
Der geile Hochdragon.
Fast rund. Da oben Scheibe vergessen.
Funny thing is, Hofi and Marco, in the beginning, if you remember, we did not have a blow-off valve. They took the car back to their place to install the blow-off valve, which was a lot of work, and now we're basically cancelling out the work again and closing off the hole for the blow-off valve, because I think firstly, it's going to sound better without the blow-off valve, and secondly, turbo is fucked already, so it doesn't really matter. And third reason is, the boost leak, because that's the only place where the air still comes out a little bit, and we don't need any boost leaks. We need full power.
Ja, schon das ultra geil. Voll. Du kannst nicht das Screamer-Pipen machen. Voll sicher.
Mega geil.
Fleisch ist dicht? 100%. Oh ja.
Hey, das brennt schon.
Ja. Ah ja, Wasser. Ja, das hat eigentlich...
Die Hitzeschutzfolie war nicht hitzeschutzresistent. Also ich weiß gar nicht, was ich sagen soll. Eddie hat schon gebrennt, das passt. So, ich glaube, das ist eine bessere Idee jetzt. Wird schon passen. So, this should be kind of, I don't know, safe now. We also made a very nice blanket for ECU. The brakes are flat. Die Hauben geht auch nicht mehr auf. Ready to party. Let's see how Eddie likes it.
Alter! Ja, aber mal unter uns, die sind nicht einmal 200 PS. Ja, wir kommen wohl zu dritt drin, oder?
Am Prüfstand waren es 92, ohne Scheiß.
Kriegen wir da noch viel geil.
Oder geil? Aber ich lieb's mir nicht an.
Ich hab von dir. Vorhin auch noch mal einer. Weil wir da sind schon satte Priegler da.
Du merkst den Turbo schon. Also du merkst schon, also im Vergleich zu davor ist er schon.
Aber oben aus diese ganz Litz jetzt.
Ja. Also von unten aus merkst du ihn eigentlich. Jetzt wird er erst rum.
Jetzt weißt du warm, ja.
Okay, we now know that Eddie works. Beachten wir echt gescheit, bis deppert.
Aber das war die Hitzeschutzfolie. Also
Wir kriegen jetzt nicht einmal die Motor auf, wenn er brennt.
Aber da ist der Plan dazu noch ein bisschen. I'm a very bad person to kind of guess the power. We saw it yesterday in the dyno. It had supposedly 290 horsepower. It does not feel like 290 horsepower right now. So either we have a boost leak, or the problem is that we have Gabriel and Mani at the same time in the car because they weigh quite a lot. Or the third problem, which I think might be most likely, I'm used to driving like 700 horsepower cars. I mean, the M3 has like 700 horsepower, 700 horsepower, 900 horsepower, and like 290 is a lot, but at the same time, compared to all the other cars, it's just not very fast.
Alter, wenn der echt brennt, dann kriegen wir die Motor nicht mehr auf.
Ja, perfekt. So reißt der Econer dann. Really quick, we're gonna try one thing to see if it's really leaking boost pressure. We're gonna just unplug the wastegate really quick for a second. So theoretically the car should have 1.5 power boost. And if it doesn't have more power than before, then we know that it's somewhere leaking still in here. We closed off this pretty good, so I think maybe it's leaking down here. Okay, so the plan is pretty simple. We're gonna drive now with no wastegate, meaning the car is producing 1.5 power boost, which is the engine is probably not going to be able to hold it. Once we notice that the car is making a lot of boost, I just release the gas pedal.
Yes.
So the engine should hopefully not blow up.
Druckt er jetzt mehr oder?
Ja, druckt schon mehr, gibt mir schon viel.
Jetzt geht er, jetzt ist Mogas. Oh, jetzt geht echt gut. Jetzt Mogas.
80 left. Big fast. Leistung haben wir. By the way, this shirt, you're gonna ask it in the comment, it's not for sale. Tony made it, the guy who picked up the car with us in Latvia. So shout out to Tony for this nice shirt. I'm happy that Eddie is finally running with some power. We're gonna figure that out later. And
Alter, da droppt es auch direkt.
Okay, so Eddie is somewhat cool again, and we have one issue that he saw, mainly that we have oil coming out everywhere from here. And the problem is because we have a rubber sealant here, so this is rubber in between, and rubber gets hot and melts. That's why oil is coming out. And Mani actually has a really good idea. We are gonna cut up this can right here, and we're gonna take a piece, cut it up to size, and put this between those two, kind of as a sealant. It's gonna work better than rubber, and hopefully then we don't have any oil coming out of this, because oil and a hot turbocharger is probably not a good mixture, or it's actually the best mixture for a fire, which we don't really want. Don't know if it works, but we're gonna see. Schaut irgendwie aus wie OEM.
Oh yeah, baby. Self-made. Build not bought.
Yeah, so now we only hope that this is better than the rubber one we had before. Yeah, there's only one way to find out, and that is to wait for the rain, and then we're gonna take Eddie for a little spin. It's a few days later. It started to rain, which means that we are a bit in a hurry. I literally have oil everywhere in my garage, and we have one small issue that we're gonna fix. Mani changed this. So this is now not leaking oil anymore. We have this completely new, but it's also way higher than the old one, which means that the hood is basically not closing properly. So we need to find a quick solution for that. Warum ist zu? Schaut aus wie immer eigentlich. Ja, passt schon.
Ist schon da. 800 euros.
800 euros and 4,000 euro E36. The plan, if Eddie does not blow up today, is to drive this car to Ultrace. We don't really know if this is gonna work or not, but I think Eddie kind of deserves it.
Der braucht nicht lang, Alter. Das mag ich schon.
Ja, mag ich.
Ja. Alter! Hätte ich es auch noch vorher nicht gemacht. das geht ja richtig gut.
Schlägt es nicht?
Alter, das geht echt gut.
Aber Leistung, oder?
Ja, das habe jetzt die kleine Map.
Aber schlägt es nicht?
Ja, vielleicht schauen wir noch mal unter dem Motor haben, weil jetzt mafft schon.
Total.
Ja, Baby.
So the only thing which is a bit annoying is that you have to give it gas like 3 seconds before you
Yeah.
want to do anything.
Because I think the turbo is fucked and it's always standing still and afterwards it gets smooth again.
But apart from that, it's actually pretty nice. I kind of like it,
Yeah?
honestly. Eddie, du überrascht mich jetzt mal aufs Neue. It is stock-based.
Oh. Ja, ich glaube der Turbo ist gegangen. Ja. Trau.
So, was ist das Problem?
Das ist ein bisschen zu dick für den Schlauch, zu den Schlauch hochgezogen. Ich weiß auch nicht einmal, ob das Auto noch genug drinnen hat, weil wenn ich mir das anschaue, müssen wir es auswischen und nachher.
Eddie. So, Mani thinks the problem is that it was just this hose was basically scrubbing on here, and that's why everything came loose. So we are going to properly mount this because this hose is also a bit too small for this, and then we're going to cut a hole here so that nothing can scrub, and then we should be good to go hopefully. We filled up the oil in the engine, we cleaned up the street. Oh, Eddie! Hey, passt das, live you?
Servus.
Ja, lang habt ihr den nicht mehr gesehen.
Ja, Gott sei Dank.
Lange Haare hast du gekriegt seit dem letzten Video, seitdem wir Eddie angeholt haben.
Ja, passt schon. Ich habe ihn absolut nicht vermisst.
By the way, if you don't remember, those two guys that showed up right now, they picked up Eddie with us from Latvia, so they're already used to Eddie. Perfect. Okay, so here's the plan. It's not really raining here anymore. Eddie apparently does not like drifting in the dry uphill. The problem is uphill. I think if it would be even, we would have enough power. But like this, with dry conditions and the road being very steep, I think Eddie's just not gonna be able to handle it. So we're just gonna do it downhill, and then yeah, we're gonna give Eddie some rest. Oder geil?
Voll.
So wieder wie sie ist.
Das war knapp beschissen.
Stock clutch, probably not the best thing for nearly twice the power. Wow, it smells so bad like clutch right now.
Ja. Oh, jetzt hast du aber gescheit eingehauen. Kupplung.
Okay, reverse. When you're rolling reverse, it does not really like it. So I figured that out already.
Boah.
Wenn ich mal nicht mehr gecheckt Gas an.
raucht schon wieder voll.
Bisschen warm ist einem, glaube ich.
Ja.
Wieder gebrannt, Mann. Mach auf da, das fühlen wir jetzt an, mein Zugsack. Schick, das geht eigentlich echt gut schon, ja? Sour Cream Wasser.
Sour Cream Wasser.
Goldfisch mit.
Nein, länger. Genau drum, Alter. Hey.
Alter, Zylinderkopfdichtung.
Sicher ist sie.
Ja. Der nimmt die Zylinderkopfdichtung putzt.
Das ist einfach das grintigste Wasser. Wie viele Chips tut man? Du hast schon eingeladen, Mann.
Nee, das ist hier gerade ein Ehrgeiz.
Yeah. So I think head gasket on Eddie is officially gone.
Wo möchtest du denn hinwerfen?
Time for new Eddie, time for new engine, I don't know. I think Eddie has been through enough today. Yeah, I think it's time for Eddie to go back home, where we're going to have to thoroughly check Eddie's vital signs and see if he's still alive. Yeah, see you guys in the garage. We're gonna wait for 20 minutes until Eddie cools down, and then hopefully we'll make it. I really had to do those donuts. We're on our way back. As you can see, we can't really see anything. It's very foggy, and the oil starts to flash. Also, Eddie has been overheating for the last like 15 minutes. Still sounds a bit healthy though. I swear to God, this engine is a fucking tank though, because it's literally been over like 130 degrees Celsius for like the past, I would honestly say 15 minutes. Ever since we did those donuts. But it's making some very strange things. The lights are flickering, car is turning off if I don't give it any gas. Da steht auch daneben schon gescheit drin bei uns. We made it to the garage by the way, but the car literally shut off right now as I was rolling into here. Stinkt oder?
Boah, der ist Brennhaus.
Brennhaus. Da ist nichts mehr drin.
Nein.
Da ist nichts mehr drin. Nein. Wir sind ohne Kühlwasser gefahren.
Wie was?
Yeah, at least we made it to the garage. Eddie is, I think, still running, but probably not running great. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what to do. Pretty sure that the head gasket is not existent anymore, and we also may or may have not fucked up the clutch a lot today. But there's no hole in the engine yet, so that's at least something, I guess. It did kind of work. The car is actually pretty powerful for what it is. I was actually quite surprised, especially drifting on the wet roads. It went perfectly well. Yeah, next stop for Eddie is hopefully going to be Ultrace. So I guess I see some of you guys there. Have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Let's fucking go.
Oh man, I'm going. That's all it is to it. I'm fucking going. No, baby, you digging the most.
Yeah, nigga, that ain't this. And nigga, this ain't that. I'm one all gas, nigga, and I ain't never chased a cat. Yeah, rockin' money, love little bitches, that's a well on back. For this you and Percocet, she say that's a party pack. Yeah, paper route bitch, I'm a part of that. I got a whole lot of head, yeah, I need all of that. Cut through committee, yeah, and I'm a quarterback. I got racks and all of that. Straps and and all of that. Yeah.